So imagine getting in on the ground floor of Facebook when it was valued at just $300 million US, or YouTube before it even had a functioning website. Well, yesterday may have just been your chance to do just that. This SPAC stock ran over 500%, including after hours, on the news that it's going to merge and become a new social media mega giant. That's right, this company really could potentially rival the likes of Twitter, Google, and even Facebook. We've got a lot to cover, so make sure you have saved time, obliterate that like button until it turns blue, and if you want to get lifetime access to our chat room, all you've got to do is sign up with eToro on the pinned comment, sign up, deposit, make a trade, and you do indeed get lifetime access. So just when you think the stock market couldn't get any stranger, it always gets stranger and much weirder. Digital World Acquisition Corp, or ticker symbol DWAC, started running yesterday and was up over 300% on the intraday trading session. Listed as a special purpose acquisition company, or a SPAC, and we'll talk about that in just a second, this company was looking to merge with the perfect partner. And well, it's sort of found one. None other than the Orange Man himself, the builder of walls and the slayer of Eastern European women, the ex-president Donald Trump, is starting his own social media company called Truth Social. Under his new umbrella, the Trump Media and Technology Group, Donald Trump aims to take on the likes of Facebook, Twitter, Google, and basically every other social media platform he deems as fake news. Now, we all know the power of Elon Musk. If he mentions a cryptocurrency or even a stock and it jumps up like 50%, well, Donald Trump simply eclipses this guy. This stock ran up over 500%, including after hours, on the news that he's going to be taking control, or his company will be taking control, of DWAC in the near future. But what is a SPAC? What is a special purpose acquisition? Well, for those of you who do not know, to get your company listed on the US stock market, it's a tedious process. It's a lot of paperwork, it's a lot of regulation, and it's a pain in the ass. That's the only way of putting it. It's an absolute pain in the backside. So there is these companies that are SPACs, a special purpose acquisition, that do the hard work for people. So they get listed and they're basically a company that sits there not making profit, not making losses. It sits there dormant, waiting to merge with a company that doesn't want to go through this pain in the ass process. Now, this news of this merger is absolutely huge, or should I say huge. Sorry, I'll never do impressions again on this channel. I keep promising it and I keep reverting back. It's a dying habit I need to get rid of. But genuinely, this is huge news. Those of you who think that Donald Trump is just an orange bloke in the pub chatting shit, you need to wake up. This guy has a huge influence, a massive influence, and even before he was US Prez, he had a massive following on Twitter, and when Twitter banned him, he had neon 90 million followers on Twitter itself, which even if just 10% of his Twitter followers, and I'm pretty sure it'll be more than that, move over to this new Truth Social platform, that's a kickstart to a massive social media platform. And I'm pretty sure companies like Fox and media companies like CNN will be moving over as well to at least voice their opinion. We've also got other stars like Joe Rogan coming out, who also has a huge influence and openly not really a big supporter of Trump, but openly has sort of angered his voice with the modern media and the modern social media being a big problem in society. So I think that there is a sort of need for a product that does really give free speech no matter what happens. And that is just my personal opinion, not really a political one, but I do see that there is a market there for this platform. So we have established that there is a potential need for this platform and a way to make money. There is a market, there is a way this can work. But what about the investment into DWAC right now? Should you buy this SPAC? Well, if I'm being honest with you, no. Not at these prices anyway, because it's inflated. SPACs are very volatile. In fact, SPACs are very dangerous because you don't really know what offerings are coming, you don't know what the filings are going to dictate, and you don't know what the new company taking over is going to do. A lot of offerings usually come with SPACs, and if you don't believe me, just look at every SPAC that's gone for the last sort of 2 years. Majority of them, like 95%, have gone. That was me doing the Roadrunner impression. I did promise I'm not going to do these impressions again. But yes, SPACs are extremely risky. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and you need to take this into consideration. But I think this could be extremely high risk, but with extremely high rewards because of the market valuation of other social media platforms, if this company can turn a profit very quickly. So straight away, I want to be clear here. This would be a massive gamble, so do not bet the farm and bet logically if you want to bet at all. This is not a safe bet. It is a gamble at this stage in process. It has a lot of potential, don't get me wrong. It's like picking red on a roulette wheel. There's a good chance it's going to come off. There's a good chance. But there's an equally good chance it's going to be black, or God forbid, green. What we do know so far is the TMTG, or the Trump Media Tech Group, has got a valuation, an enterprise valuation of $875 million US, with a potential earn out of another $825 million in additional shares. The way I read that is that's a already registered offering. I could be wrong, but that's the way I read it, which gives them an enterprise value, a total value merger of around about $1.7 billion US. So again, sounds like a lot, but if you compare it to its competitors, Twitter, Snap, who don't really make that much money, especially Snapchat, who's just missed on earnings, well, this could be a good bargain deal if you're careful. They also say that TMTG's growth will initially be funded by DWAC, the current SPAC's cash trust of $293 million. But I am sure they're going to need a hell of a lot more than that. So again, expect warrants, expect offerings, and expect dilution on this play. So I just want to clarify here, if we look at the sort of valuation estimate of 1.7 billion, and again, I expect this to change a hell of a lot in the coming weeks and days as more news comes out. But if we go on this 1.7, if this company even got to Twitter's market cap, and I strongly think that they will take a lot of market share from companies, especially like Twitter, who don't, I feel, have a great business model in terms of advertising. But if they can just get to that dizzy heights of 51 billion that Twitter is valued at, then that is a 30x on your investment. Not 30%, 30 times from a 1.7 billion valuation. And again, that's not saying it's going to get there. Just chill out. It doesn't mean you should buy it. It's just saying that if it does one day get there, it's a potential crazy return. So there is lots of obstacles with this one in the way, but trust me, I'm watching this like a hawk, and I will be looking to see what else comes out, because I do think this does have potential. It's said that Trump's new social media, Truth Social, will be launched in beta version in November, which will be available to invited guests only. Its national rollout is expected in the first quarter of 2022. Trump said, "I created Truth Social and TMTG to stand up the tyranny of big tech. We live in a world where the Taliban has a huge presence on Twitter, yet the favorite American president has been silenced." Favorite is arguable, but I sort of, we know he's a bit of an arrogant prick. TMTG also plans to have a subscription-based video model and an on-demand service that will feature non-woke entertainment programming led by Scott St. John, who was the executive producer of Deal or No Deal and America's Got Talent. Now, trying to keep politics aside, and I don't want to become a political channel, let's just concentrate on the financial aspect here. We know that the election, we know that there is sort of a divide in America and in the world with left and right. You could say it's down the middle, but there's definitely a semi-equal following. Now, depending on the country, you can call it 50-50, you can call it 60-40, it doesn't really matter. The point here is there is a demand for this type of platform. Even if it does become a right-wing social media platform, that's a hell of a lot of people and a hell of a lot of revenue. So sticking to the financials, there's a clear need and a clear opening in the market for a platform like this to work. I'm not saying this company is going to work. I'm just saying that it could work. And if it does, and if it does rival Twitter, it could be an absolute multi-bagger of around about 30 times your money if it does get to that Twitter level. And that's complete speculation. I want to make it very, very clear. So if you can keep your political views aside, whether you sit on the opposite side of the fence to Donald Trump or the same side, it doesn't really matter. If you can sort of keep your own personal viewpoints out, this is a good potential investment if we get the right criteria come out in the future. So what do you think? Is this the end of big tech as we know it? Does this company have a big chance of tackling the big giants like Twitter, Facebook, and even Google? Let me know your viewpoint down in the comments, and if you want me to stop this and start talking back about value companies, voice your anger down below as well. Make sure that like button is turned blue, and if you could drop the code word down below, which is huge. And if you want to see why I'm angry at 𝐃𝐈𝐒, check out that video up there. You will not be disappointed, but for sure will be shocked. That's it from me. Take care. Peace.